The blind date was supposed to be a harmless joke. Chief Petty Officer Daniel Brooks had spent 12 years in the Navy, surviving storms at sea, impossible rescue missions, and months away from home. His fellow sailors always joked that nothing could shake him, except the idea of dating. After losing his wife years earlier, Daniel had devoted every spare moment to raising his young son while balancing his military career. Romance had quietly slipped out of his life, replaced by responsibility. So when his closest Navy friends secretly created a dating profile in his name and arranged a dinner with a woman they believed would be perfect, Daniel was furious. He almost drove away the moment he realized what had happened. But after seeing the embarrassed waitress explain that the woman inside had already arrived, he sighed, straightened his jacket, and decided the least he could do was apologize in person before leaving. Inside the small family restaurant sat Emily Carter, a gentle single mother who looked equally confused. She had been tricked too. Her sister had signed her up for the blind date without permission, insisting she deserved another chance at happiness after years of raising her daughter alone. The awkward silence between them quickly turned into laughter when they compared stories. Neither had intended to be there, yet somehow they both understood exactly how the other felt. Instead of pretending to enjoy a romantic evening, they agreed to simply share dinner as two exhausted parents who knew what sacrifice looked like. Hours slipped by unnoticed. Daniel spoke about life aboard Navy ships, about missing birthdays while protecting people he would never meet, and about learning that courage wasn't always found in dangerous missions. It was often found in coming home and being the father his son needed. Emily shared stories of working double shifts as a nurse, helping her daughter Lily with homework late into the night, and pretending everything was fine even when life felt impossibly heavy. Neither tried to impress the other. They simply listened. As dinner ended, Emily admitted she needed to stop by her apartment because Lily was staying with a neighbor and would be awake waiting for her. Daniel offered to walk her home. The apartment building was modest but warm. Children's drawings decorated the hallway outside Emily's door. Before she unlocked it, she warned Daniel with a smile. "My daughter asks very honest questions." "I'm a Navy dad," Daniel replied. "I think I can survive." The door flew open before Emily could reach the handle. 8-year-old Lily rushed into the hallway wearing mismatched pajamas and clutching a stuffed rabbit. "Mom." Then she noticed Daniel. She studied him carefully with the serious expression only children could manage. "Who's he?" Emily laughed nervously. "A friend." Daniel waved awkwardly. "Nice to meet you." Instead of hiding behind her mother, Lily stepped closer. "Were you really in the Navy?" Daniel nodded. "Still am." Her eyes grew wide. "My dad was supposed to teach me how to fish." Emily quietly looked down. Daniel instantly understood. Lily's father had left years ago. The little girl hesitated before asking another question. "Do Navy dads always have to leave?" Daniel knelt until they were eye level. "Sometimes they have to leave for work, but the good ones always try their hardest to come back." Lily thought about his answer for a long moment. Then, with complete innocence, she asked the question neither adult expected. "Will you stay?" The hallway fell completely silent. Emily's face turned red with embarrassment. "Lily, sweetheart." But Daniel gently raised a hand. He wasn't hearing a child ask a stranger to move in. He was hearing a little girl wondering if another grown-up would disappear from her life. Daniel smiled softly. "I can't stay tonight." Lily's shoulders immediately drooped. "But," he continued, "if your mom says it's okay, maybe I could come back this weekend. We could all go fishing together. I know a pretty good lake." Lily's face lit up brighter than the hallway lights. "Really? Really?" She wrapped her tiny arms around him before anyone could stop her. Daniel froze for only a second before carefully returning the hug. Emily watched quietly, tears filling her eyes. It wasn't because she believed fairy tales. It was because, for the first time in years, she saw hope reflected in her daughter's smile. Daniel eventually said good night and walked toward his truck. Before climbing inside, he glanced back. Lily was waving enthusiastically from the apartment window while Emily stood beside her, smiling through grateful tears. His Navy friends had meant to embarrass him with a prank. Instead, they had unknowingly steered him toward two people who reminded him that the bravest decision isn't sailing into unknown waters. Sometimes it's simply choosing to return. And as Daniel drove away, already planning a fishing trip for the weekend, he realized that perhaps life's greatest adventures don't begin on the open sea. Sometimes, they begin with the smallest voice asking the simplest question: will you stay?